Hey everybody, what's happening? Son of a Silver Stacker here. In today's numismatic news and information, wanted to do a short one about the October 29th release of the American Innovation $1 coin 2020 rolls and bags for the Massachusetts coin. And that one's designed by Emily Damstra. And it says here this product will be available at noon October 29 and is the 2020 coin featuring or honoring the innovation in Massachusetts. And it is the rotary dial. It's super recognizable. And it's available in 25 coin rolls and 100 coin bags. Let's see here. The United States Mint's American Innovation $1 coin program is a multi-year series honoring innovation and innovators with $1 coins from each state, District of Columbia, Puerto Rico, Guam, American Samoa, U.S. Virgin Islands, and the Northern Mariana Islands. The American Innovation $1 coins in the rolls and bags have uncirculated finishes and were minted at the Philadelphia and Denver mints. The Massachusetts coin is the second minted in 2020. The American Innovation $1 coin representing Massachusetts marks the invention of the telephone. On March 7, 1876, Boston resident Alexander Graham Bell spoke these now famous words into a device he invented to transmit the human voice. "Mr. Watson, come here. I want to see you." Bell's assistant, Thomas Watson, who was in the next room, received the message and communication was forever changed. Bell was awarded the patent for his telephone, and the impact of his invention continues to be felt worldwide. The reverse, that's the tails. Design depicts a dial of an early rotary dial telephone. The inscriptions are Massachusetts telephone and United States of America. The obverse, which is the heads, design features a dramatic representation of the Statue of Liberty in profile with the inscriptions "In God We Trust" and $1. The obverse also includes a privy mark of a stylized gear representing industry and innovation. The mint mark, and the inscription "E Pluribus Unum" are infused on the edge of the coins. So there it is. It's a beauty, and it is done by Emily Damstra, and she is a how does she put it here? A natural science illustrator. So going back to this, so this is what she's done. Little duck there in the pond. Look at the fish there. Some beautiful. I mean, look at the hairs on that bumblebee. It's incredible. And that fish scales, beautiful. Look at that, the butterfly and the moth there. Look at this. You can almost see the DNA strands on there. And so this is the news on her website. And it says here, the American Innovations, the telephone coin that she has designed. And she's also designed a couple other coins. She's done the Tallgrass Prairie reverse. She's done the Frank Church River of No Return reverse. So you're familiar with her work already. There's no question. So it says here, there's no doubt that Alexander Graham Bell's invention and then commercialization of the telephone in the late 19th century had and continues to have a major impact on people's lives. His experiments took place in the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, so it's fitting that the Massachusetts dollar in the United States Mint's American Innovation $1 coin series highlights the invention of the telephone. It says here the Statue of Liberty graces the obverse side of all coins in this series, and the reverse side commemorates innovators. She says that she designed the reverse side of the Massachusetts coin, and Eric David Custer at the United States Mint engraved it. So it says here, the United States used with permission. 2020 American Innovation $1 coin reverse, Massachusetts. It says here, it's a straightforward design showing the dial of an early rotary telephone. I ultimately landed on this design idea after sifting through many images of early telephones, including a diagram of Bell's original 1876 telephone patent. And you can see that here, March 7, 1876, Alexander Graham Bell, telegraphy. There you go. And who knows what that all means. I'm sure if you're an electrician, you might know. It says that's a Bell's original patent. It says, initially, I despaired that the very earliest telephones, like the one of the patent, are unrecognizable as telephones by most people today, and therefore not very useful as symbols, especially recognizable symbols. Then, while browsing images of some early 20th century rotary telephones, it occurred to me that the dials didn't change much throughout the many decades when rotary phones rang in thousands of households and offices everywhere. I added that. I don't know why I added that. Anyway, the earliest phone I can recall from my childhood home had a rotary dial, and it was around long enough in the 1980s that I remember using it. I felt the dial would be immediately recognizable as part of a telephone by most people alive today, either by direct experience or through photos. And because it harkened back to fairly early in the history of a phone. I thought it was a good icon to symbolize this innovation. As a bonus, it is a perfect shape of a coin. So it's a perfect shape for a coin, right? Bam! Look at that. I mean, it is. It's probably the most amazing coin I've ever seen. It's really cool. It's right up there with me with the 1976 quarter, drummer boy quarter, or whatever you want to say, drummer man. Either way, it's really cool. It says here that she loves it when she comes across surprising bits of trivia during her research for any illustration project. And it says here, while reading about the invention of the telephone, she learned that the development of area codes in the mid-20th century is linked to the phone hardware of the time, a rotary dial. The Bell engineers who devised the area codes aimed for maximum efficiency, so they assigned area codes with the most easily dialed numbers to the largest metropolitan areas. New York City was 212, Chicago was 312, Los Angeles was 213, etc. Thus, the most frequently dialed area codes took the least amount of time to dial on the rotary phone, due to the arrangement of the numbers counterclockwise around the dial. Wow. So you can see that right here. I mean, it's easily illustrated. If you have to dial 213, you go 2 to this thing here. You can't go past that. Your finger stops right there. And then you release it, and it goes back to this original position. Then you dial the 1, stops here, comes back, and then the 3. So yeah, if you're dialing 9, like, and then 8, it takes forever. So I totally get that. Totally get that. So there it is. That's Emily's work. She's an amazing artist. I think we're really lucky to get her to do these artisan fusion programs or that they're doing with these. It's just gorgeous. Look at that. It's beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, man. It's a gorgeous coin, folks. It's going to be the one everybody's talking about. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for dropping by. Don't forget the like button. And if you like what you hear and see, subscribe to the channel. It's always free. Son of a Silver Stacker. Over and out.